Yay, you press play. Now put your fucking phone down. Okay, no more phone while you're driving, and everyone's gonna be okay. Everyone's gonna be fine. Cool. That's that. Now, let's start the episode of this podcast. Fair enough? Cool. Hey, I saw you look at your phone. Don't do that again. Okay, now we'll start. Welcome to Board While Driving, and thank you for listening. If you're wondering how to listen on another app or another platform, perhaps the one you're listening on currently, just go to www.boardwhiledriving.com and you can find all the links to where this podcast is available. Okay, cool. Thank you.
Today, Armen and I watched Season 3, Episode 2, Dark Wings, Dark Words, from the HBO hit series Game of Thrones. This episode was directed by Daniel Minahan and written by Vanessa Taylor. So, Sansa says too much. Shay asks Tyrion for a favor, and Jaime finds a way to pass the time. While he's traveling with Brienne, obviously. Arya runs into the Brotherhood without banners, and that's pretty much it. Let's gauge Armen's reaction on this one. Let's see if he's excited. Is he excited as the last episode, or
build up?
Oh, that was just build up?
Yeah, I mean, look at like the Hound found out about Arya in front of all those guys, so obviously she's not gonna be let go. And then that happened. No Daenerys. So
no Khaleesi.
this was a D episode.
Oh wow.
And
no Daenerys gets a D. I know, yeah.
I've noticed when they show Arya story, they don't do a Daenerys thing.
It's like one or the other.
Like, not every time, but most of the time.
That's probably pretty true for the most part.
And then, what else happened? I remember from the beginning. Okay, so that was Jon Snow. They're just still walking, and so are the other people. And then Sansa fucking spilled the beans, which is, I don't think that was a smart choice. Like, I know she really wants to, and it's like killing
It was so
her.
sad. It was so sad.
What?
It was so sad watching her like relive her PTSD of
Basically.
of
Like, he killed my father.
after he said he wouldn't,
and then made me go look at his head, and
I know that moment like broke her.
And then I don't know what Hottie, I forgot her
You
name.
see Marjorie get all like freaked out by like coaxing Joffrey into being like a weirdo. Like she was like in the mirror.
Coaching Joffrey to be a weirdo.
Well, she was like, "Would you want to see me kill someone?" Like, what kind of weird question is that? Unless you're trying to see if you can get me to say yes.
Yeah, and the fact that like he's like, oh, I want to see her, and then she comes and goes, yeah, but in my head I'm like, oh, he's holding that fucking thing, like it's like a definite like murder, and it's such a bitch weapon.
Right.
It's like, oh, you have a gun, great.
Oh, you have a really
Like,
slow loading, one shot only gun.
But everyone has a sword, and he pretty much has a gun. But then
That basically means like I'm gonna fight you from the battlements, bro. Like I'm not gonna come down to fight you.
And then Tyrion was just, I don't even. It was like, it was just worth, like, not even important to. I don't think he had an important moment. He was just getting fucked. There was no nudity. Oh, definite D episode.
Definite D episode. Wow. Perhaps following the best episode you've seen so far with one of the worst.
Notice there was no applause after this one.
No applause, 0.
Is this episode 2? Yeah.
Yeah. So immediately into the build-up.
It's like stock market crash after the first.
I know you thought the slow part was gonna be 5, 6, 7, but sorry, man. Looks like it's 2.
Yeah. Oh man. Oh, hopefully it gets better.
Hopefully it gets better.
I just want more Daenerys.
I bet you the next one's like a Daenerys heavy one. Yeah, Daenerys meets with the slavers.
Less Kingslayer. Because honestly, I don't care. They're not really like.
You know what I was thinking about when I was watching this?
What?
Because the other night we said that Game of Thrones is basically just, I know you are, but what am I? But like, in the most eloquent way possible.
Yeah. This didn't have that.
Well,
Like,
here's the problem, is that these all of these different characters and all of these different places are so far apart. It takes, theoretically in the books, like, and also theoretically in the show then, the story takes place over years. Like, look how much bigger Bran is.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
And
Like, and they account for that. Like, Joffrey, Sansa, all of them.
Yeah, but you would think that Arya's hair would be longer. That's what I was kind of thinking.
Well, no, that's the thing. There's months between some episodes. There's weeks between some others. There's also people different characters might not even be at the same time, all at the same time in the show.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying.
And in the books too. Because the problem with the way the story is told narratively is kind of like you'd never really have all the answers as the reader. It's spread out amongst different points of view, and you have to kind of like all piece it together of when things happened.
Yeah,
and
because
in
like
what order.
like a crow with a message.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
a tweet.
It takes weeks.
Yeah.
So I was thinking it's funny because like the reason that it's so eloquent and so awesome sometimes is because these guys probably spend months in total silence just trying to think of the most epic shit to say. Because their life is so boring just waiting for crows and fucking to walk everywhere. Yeah. So they're just constantly just being like, alright, how am I gonna fucking zing a little finger next time I see him? And then like they don't talk for months. And then,
But it's always the same. Well, I don't know what his weakness is, but obviously Tyrion. Oh,
they just make him.
The guy don't. Oh, you don't have a dick. Like it's always the same.
It's so
For
funny
them.
how they just pick on Varys. And yeah, we didn't get any Varys or Littlefinger. We didn't get any intrigue. We just got Joffrey berating his mother, telling her to shut up because that's what smart women do. Like, oh, isn't he the worst?
I thought he found something out from her, and was just trying to he was gonna torture her because I think that's just what he enjoys doing is torturing people. And then who was the dudes that was torturing fucking
Man,
Theon or whatever?
you're just gonna have to wait to find out, man.
Yeah. See, is too much like what the fuck? Like this is all.
There's a lot happening. There's a lot of characters, and that's the other thing is that there's so much. I wouldn't be surprised.
I don't mind. It's just this was a bad combination of.
It's really
of
interesting
people.
which storylines they chose to pick from the books because some of them are completely absent and some of them are like woven into others that are actually different characters in the books. It's so varied and so much depth. But I wouldn't be surprised that if one of these prequel series or one of these, spin-off series that supposedly HBO was going to eventually make is just another set of characters and versions of this Game of Thrones because they pick weird storylines to pick up and pay attention to, and because they have to, because for budget reasons of what they can film, I suppose. I mean, it's honestly such a huge fantasy world. They can't have the budget to just do everything, you know? They can't have a warlock in every episode. Can't have just Squidward just constantly just and dragons and shit.
Just squidding with that lean, that blue lean, just fucking.
Every time they fucking have a dragon on screen, they gotta pay CGI fucking an arm and a leg and half their fucking
budget.
Brother's virginity. And it's like, it's just a hassle, you know? So they got like, well, we can just torture Theon, huh?
For free?
We can just torture Theon in a room for free.
Yeah, there was really no magic in this one. But like, even when you see the three-eyed raven, you could tell like they just like glued an eye on his forehead. No one notices that. That's just fine. There's a point. But I'm like, yeah, they just glued a fucking googly eye.
That is a clear googly. We got a blatant googly over here. Worst episode ever.
Fucking totally.
Fucking terrible job, Game of Thrones. We might not even watch the next one. This was so terrible.
Yeah, I'm just giving up.
You know what? This is the one that did it. Just can't get through it. I'm sure there's nothing good after this.
No, I can't. I can't live without Khaleesi.
Oh, that's so sweet.
I want to see that fire and blood rain on her enemies.
I will take what is mine. With fire and blood, I will take it. Oh gosh, what a terrible negotiator.
Yeah, she is pretty bad.
But
like, also, no one.
You imagine just like the
no
guy.
one calls her out on it.
Imagine just the guy outside of the fucking hostage situation with the megaphone. He's just like, alright, we want you to just, let the hostages come out. Nobody has to get hurt. We'll get you your demands. We just need the hostages. Good faith. And then, we promise we'll get you all your demands times 3. What do you want? We'll get it 3 of them. We'll get 3 of each for each of you.
Yeah, I feel like.
And then they're like, no, we're gonna kill these hostages. We will take those hostages. The guy in the megaphone. We will take those hostages with fire and blood. We will take them.
But for real though, I feel like she needs me in her life because I could definitely chill her the fuck out. And 2,
you can't chill out a Targaryen.
And 2,
she's a savage, a barbarian.
She's not that
savage. A
She's
Targaryen.
She has
a dragon, barbarian, a savage.
She has a good heart, and I feel like I have good common sense skills, and I could just be like, yo.
What?
Chill the fuck out for like 2 seconds. And then she'll get mad. I'll be like, alright. What are you gonna say? Oh, so you threatened me and now I have to do whatever you say. Oh, well, I don't know if you know anything about negotiating. Daenerys.
It would be funny to just be like a guy in the show who's just like,
this is like super like
just like
doesn't give a fuck.
Just being like a chill millennial, just like pointing out dumb shit. Like, whoa, why you all coming out Ferris like that all the time? Y'all just coming at his fucking dick.
Fucking roast battle over there.
I mean, jeez.
For sure.
You think he hasn't thought about it every day
For sure, which one? Varys is the ball-less dude?
Dickless.
Dickless. For sure, Jeff Ross. Like, I think he's the ultimate. Because he has, like, he's the easiest target, but that made him have to work, like, 50 times harder.
It might be ballless. I don't know. I forget. What's a eunuch?
Yeah, I don't think he has a dick, because remember the girl tried to grab his dick.
Oh, yeah, it's up there. Right.
Yeah, he doesn't have a dick. But anyway,
I don't know if it's...
I think he doesn't have... How does he pee, though? Is through his butthole?
I'm not sure.
See...
Not through his butthole, Jesus Christ. It would still have an opening. It just would be like
weird.
A stump.
That'd be like a clit.
Bro.
Anyway, okay, forget those mental images. But,
I mean, I don't know. Imagine cutting your dick off, and what would be left?
No, he's never explained
Where do you
how it
think?
happened.
Where do you think that hole ends?
I think he just pees out his butthole.
That's not. How does it get to his butthole?
But you know how like diarrhea, you feel like you're peeing.
That's
like is this pee coming out? But it's just maybe.
Do you think that your body just your dick's off, so it just naturally switches to always peeing out of your butthole now?
No, just diarrhea.
You're just always diarrheaing?
Or what can it be then? It's yellow. It could be just fucking disgust.
What do you mean? What can it be? Where else do you think it would come out? It would just come out wherever you got cut off.
It wouldn't make sense if it's pee. Yeah, that's because it's coming from a different area of your body. Anyway.
Do you think that you're just like empty inside and like just magically stuff comes out of you?
We don't know. No one knows.
No, we have organs. We have organs that perform.
Actually, science knows.
We have organs that perform
I'm
specific functions. We have vessels and.
I've noticed, like most of the time when I get caught in like a weird. Oh shit, I don't know the answer. I always go like, no one knows. And that's how it's going to be for a while until science happens. And then...
The problem is like multiple people know.
Yes,
it's like multiple...
No one knows, we don't know. Let's just leave it at that.
We don't know. That's the best
All
part.
of us.
The best part is when you get caught, like, just lying about some shit. About, like, just real life. And then, or just, like, making some shit up. And then someone calls you on it. And then you do that. And you're like, no. Well, the real truth is that we'll never actually know. We just don't know yet. We can't know. It's,
Yeah, if you notice, I don't talk to
beyond our understanding.
But I don't do that to like smart people, you know, because I know that they know that I'm just full of shit, and they'll call me out. Sometimes people don't call me out on it, and I'm like, do they believe me or?
Well, they probably think you're just kidding.
Okay, good, thank God.
I mean, I hope you are just kidding.
No, but at the same time, like, yeah, I am. Like, I'll say off the wall shit because it sounds hilarious.
And then sometimes, when I don't know the answer, I'll just go, yeah, no one knows.
We'll never find out.
And you know what? It's just impossible to know. Yeah, the thing is, we can't ever really ever solve that mystery.
I just take it to a whole new philosophy. Just like, if you don't know, is it true? If you don't know, no one knows. And that's the move.
The problem is when I don't know something, I Google it.
Yeah, but Google, there's a lot of fake things in Google. I go to martinlutherking.org and
It worked when I typed in McGangbang.
it's a white supremacist website. Doesn't make any sense, but sure.
What is it?
martinlutherking.org
Is a white supremacist?
website.
You're lying.
Oh, it's real.
Now I'm gonna have to go to it.
Yeah, but here's the problem. What if the government finds out you went on it?
I don't know.
And they're gonna be like, why is this guy?
I don't know. I've been on
It's
a
like,
lot of.
well, I don't
I've been
know.
on.
I was trying to learn about Martin Luther King, but I guess this is not that.
My bad. I don't know. I've been on a lot of questionable sites, so if the government is suspicious of my activity, that will probably just be the tip of the iceberg.
Yeah, and just like I took an online quiz, and if I was a Dragon Ball Z character, I would be Goku. Now, is that real? No.
Why are you wasting my
Is that
eardrums?
something I should believe that I am Goku?
Your Goku.
Kind of. Just one day.
If Saiyans were real, you would be.
I would be Goku for sure.
You're more like Gohan.
No, don't ever. That was the one guy I was hoping not to be.
You're more like Gohan.
No, definitely not Gohan.
No, yeah, because you have like all the power.
I don't have a family.
And you're the power of. You're talking about old Gohan.
Young Gohan. There's Goten also.
No, well,
Who's-
see, you don't even know what kind of guy he's gonna grow into be, and you don't even want to be him. So.
No, I don't mind. I was like down for Trunks. I was down for.
Trunks is like eternally is like eternally suffering.
Yes.
Some sort of fucking.
And that's
No.
totally me.
No, but yours is imagined. His is real.
Oh yeah, that's true.
This is like very much like his realities his timelines keep getting destroyed and fucking invaded and fucking
Mine's not imagined.
and blinked out of existence.
It
You
sort of
meanwhile
is.
just like imagine like yourself in these dark wings, dark words, fucking dark worlds places, and it's like you.
Okay, I'm telling you, once I rain blood and fire on my enemies.
Well, that's the other thing. It's like your enemies.
It's one person, but it's gonna fucking rain,
It's
alright?
your imagined enemies.
It's not imagined.
Yes, because this isn't your real life's like Game of Thrones.
It's not Game of Thrones, but it's like there's like it's like metaphorically.
Although I will say it's interesting which,
Like how I'm going to, like what's the fire and blood like a real metaphor for?
it's interesting which phrases from this like this story that you seem to like remember more than others.
Like the wedding vows, and then the sun sets in the west.
It's all the Khaleesi shit.
Well, no one really has other shit.
It's all like, what are you talking about? Well, you did do the winter is coming thing, but
Also, the roast jokes. So there you go.
yeah, there you go. Done. Said.
Well, there's some shit that's like very, like an interesting way to do things. Oh, the Knights Guard, like
Night's Watch. See,
Night's
this
Watch.
one I'm talking about. You don't remember Night's Watch.
Night's Watch, like.
But you remember, like I will bring down fire. I want to rain fire and blood on my enemies.
I feel like everyone needs to be able to express anger. You know, that's a good saying.
It's not. Like the less anger that you express, the happier of a life you'll have. Does that not make sense?
Okay, maybe it's not anger, it's pain.
Okay, yes, but if you can eliminate as much pain as possible and then appropriately deal with the pain the limited amount of pain that you have to because of life's inevitable, hardships. If you can deal with those in a sane manner, then that's one thing. But
there's only two ways to get rid of that pain.
You
time.
And I understand the mindset. Because you have like this. You want to accept the pain. You want to accept it. And just become it and let it dwell, and.
No, that's what I thought you're supposed to do, but actually, that was a bad move.
No.
No, you're not supposed to accept. You're not supposed to accept, because you know how they say that there's 5 levels of grief or whatever,
mm-hmm.
and then acceptance is one of them. No, don't accept it. You kind of have to in the small, like not.
Yeah.
Not the way
that's
that
what I'm
I
saying.
accepted it.
You went overboard on the acceptance phase.
Yeah, but I do.
You tried to absorb it to make it. You wanted to become one with the darkness.
But I really
you wanted
do
to be Bane. You really adopted the dark. I was born in it.
But I really do want to rain fire and blood on my enemies. And I know who the enemies are.
By the time I saw the light, I was already a man.
But killing them is not gonna. Yeah, that's not a good move. So let's not kill. There's no murder. There's no murder involved.
No murders in the revenge plot.
No, it would be just through. Oof, man. See, this is where my imagination has to. Like, how would I do that? Very easily. It just requires money. So, get the. Yeah, I wouldn't even have to require money. I don't know. I'm actually done with the revenge.
Oh, that's so good to hear.
No, definitely not. It's a long one. It's like a little finger type of revenge.
I was gonna say, I think without the lack of any sort of like revenge plots thickening in this episode, it was just kind of all just fucking.
Yeah, there's no.
It was all just blasé. Because there was no thickening of the revenge plots, I think your revenge drive is a little diminished right now. If you saw some good revenging, if you were able to see Littlefinger just like tweak a little web here, tweak a little web there, you would be like, I'm gonna get my revenge now. Now I know how to get my revenge.
Like a long ass con.
He's a favor of those lifetime cons, bro. You're like a fucking lifetime fund for your fucking 401k. That's a joke for the older people.
It's like if he's ever in a job interview, where do you see yourself in 10 years? Well,
tasting that sweet. Sweet! Long time revenge, bro!
Just slowly, like, manipulating people into, oh, wow.
Where do you see yourself in 10 years? Just finishing up a Just finishing up a really sweet decade-long revenge plot.
What?
On?
Yeah, this person betrayed me, and now I will
Oh, that would be so. That would be so funny if like, where do you see yourself in 10 years? You're in a job interview. You're like, well, I'll tell you where I'll be in 10 years if you don't hire me. I will be the one tasting my sweet revenge upon you, sir. And I'm telling you, just sitting only 5 feet away from you right now, that I can taste how sweet it is here in this room. And you just like lick the air. Or I can work for you, and we can we can get our revenge together on those who would spite us. Like, what a great interview. Job secured.
Mr. Sandman, bring me a dream. Bum, 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 bum. Make him the cutest that I've ever seen. Bum, 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 bum. Give him 2 lips like roses and clover. Bum, bum, bum. Then tell him that his lonesome nights are over. Bum, 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 Mr. Sandman, bring me a dream. Bum, 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 bum. Make him the cutest that I've ever seen. Bum, 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 bum. Give him 2 lips like roses and clover.